Welcome, friend, in our own institute, own YouTube channel, Adhyan IAS Academy, Lucknow. As we know that GS plays a very important role for the success in the competitive examinations. Today, we will discuss the segment of GS is economic and social development, and in this, our subtopic will be the poverty. Poverty. So, topic is economic and social development. Social development, economic and social development. This is the topic for the today, and in this topic we will discuss poverty. What is the poverty? And basically poverty is a very big topic, because if you think, first we need to define poverty, then economic measures, what are the committees are formed on the poverty, and the basic uh, plannings for the eradication of the poverty, elimination of the poverty, what is the basic norms for the defining the poverty in the India, in the international level. So here today in this lecture we will explain the poverty definition, its economic measurements and committee. Okay, so the we will discuss today definition, economic measurement, committee, committee on poverty. So the so today we discuss on these topics: definition, economic measurement, and committee on the poverty. Then after therefore poverty definition, different form of the poverty definition. Next will be how are poor can be identified. आप पुअर्स को कैसे आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं? What will be the basic norms for the identification of puars, and on the what the basics of the poverty is defined. If we think about the poverty, poverty is a very consistent word, means basically we unable to explain about the poverty, how, what are the basic norms for the definition of the poverty. If you think about the Mahatma Gandhi says that poverty is the worst form of the violence. This is the word of the Mahatma Gandhi. He said, he was said, poverty is the worst form of the violence. उनके अनुसार गरीबी एक जो है बहुत बड़ा एक हिंसा है, सबसे खतरनाक हिंसा, दैट्स वेरी वर्स्ट फॉर्म ऑफ द वायलेंस. सो बेसिकली इफ वी टेक द minor concept of the poverty, then poverty will be explained that the deprivation of the basic needs to the people. कहने का मतलब है कि अगर किसी भी व्यक्ति की विशेषतः जो मूलभूत आवश्यकताएं हैं, अगर वो मूलभूत आवश्यकताएं पूर्ण नहीं हो पा रही हैं, उस तो वहाँ पे जो है इसको हम पावर्टी कहते हैं. बेसिकली पावर्टी को डिफाइन करने के कई सारे वेज हैं, कई सारे मेथडोलॉजीज़ हैं, और बीच बीच में जो हमारे स्कॉलर्स हुए, वो स्कॉलर्स ने अलग अलग तरीके से, अलग अलग स्टैंडर्ड से they try to define the poverty. And so here different forms of poverty will be here, as for example the absolute poverty. Absolute poverty, absolute poverty, Absolute. We are going to define the absolute poverty. What is the absolute poverty? Basic needs, physiological needs. Basic needs come into the physiological needs and need of the hierarchy, of based on basically income. Need of the hierarchy in the reference of income. This absolute poverty is defined basic needs. If anybody is unable to get its basic needs in a basic needs, the physiological needs, the needs which is required for the physiological developments, as for example shelter, clothes and food. These will be the physiological needs, and this is the primary need of each and everyone in the society. If any person is deprived by for the getting of the basic needs, then this will be terms at the absolute poverty. And need of hierarchy in the reference of income, this is given by the Maslow is the name of thinker. Maslow in 1943. Maslow made a need of triangles, and according to Maslow, he give the reference of the individual needs according to the triangle, and this need of the particular person is based on the hierarchy. Hierarchy in the reference of income means if anybody is earning few money, few resource, few wages, then what will be its first basic needs, then so on. Means if we getting some money, then it's our what will be our primary need. Our primary need will be to get the shelter. First is the food, then the cloth and shelter. If we think about then first need the cloth, food and shelter. Means all three, food, shelter and clothes are the basic needs, and this is the primary reference to anybody in the society. They need to this, and if they are unable to complete their basic needs and also according to the need of the hierarchy, then this term at the absolute poverty. So if you think in the what is the absolute poverty, and how can we define the poverty? If any country the typical person is earning money, and if the another person is failed to earn money less than 50% of that typical person, then we can say this is the poverty. So now we are going to draw the need of hierarchy of the triangle. Therefore, the Maslow need of the triangle according to the hierarchy. If you think this is the triangle, base means is the hierarchy. First hierarchy is the physiological demand. Second is the safety. Third is social. Fourth is esteem and the self-actualization. Self-actualization is the need of hierarchy. So the human preference first. Physiological need, food, water, shelter and the clothing. This is the priority of any human being as a human being in the society. And next is the security and protection. If any person in a society have a complete to the first physiological demand, then he needs the safety. And in safety, the security and the protection. And third is the social. Physiological demand, safety and social. In social, friendship and the family and love. Means every person, every human as a human being is a social, and she or every person as a human being need the friendship, family and the love and the esteem, respect of the or recognition. Respect and the recognition and esteem. Everybody as a human being need the respect by the society, and he want to his basic basic identification, and last one is the self actualization. Being meaning means everybody want to represent itself. What about him? So is a need of the hierarchy. And so if you think about the other dimensions of the poverty, then poverty can be caused also the ideological factor. Ideological factor means socialist. If you think about the socialist and other ideological, then this is also a factor. Means poverty also can be categorized in the two ways. First will be ideological factor, ideological factor, and second will be economic factor. Economic factor. Economic factor is the very important, and also, as if you think about the socialist, the Samajwad socialist means socialists say that there will be no gap difference between the capitalist and the laborer, wage workers. All the person in the society have a equal rights, and all the materialistic asset will be divided equally in all human beings. So uh, if any person is not getting the all human resources according to the ideology of the socialist, then this will term as the poverty, because ideological factor. When the in economic factors or the income factors, in the income or the economic factors, the earning of individual is define, present the poverty conditions. So this is the Maslow triangles, and this is the basic need of each and everyone. And if any person is deprived by getting these basic needs, then we can say that this is the poverty. And you know that poverty is also put the discrimination, and it deprived to getting all kind of right. As for example, if you think poverty is a cause of discrimination, and many poor people have denied to get their economic, political and social rights. So if we think, and we can say that poverty occurs in the human life. So all the institutions in India or the internationally, they made the plan for the eradications, and for coming down the number of poor in the society. But if you think in 2000, the UN declares is the Millennium Development Goal, and this goal was the 2000 to 2015, and there was a 8 goal, and the first one is to eradicate the poverty. Means all the focus to eradicate the poverty, rising the HDI. Means Millennium Development Goal is totally devoted to the development of the human life on the basis of equality. And if you think poverty can also be the gender biased, poverty can also be on the basis of gender bias, gender inequality. So gender also the cause of the poverty, gender inequality. To further making the good society, and all each and every people get their rights and in the society, so need to eradicate the poverty. And now we are going to discuss the different dimensions of the poverty, different causes of the poverty, and different type of the poverty in the reference of India. So now we are discussing poverty, and the topic is now different dimensions of the poverty. Different dimensions of the poverty. Here I am writing all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All these are the different dimensions of the poverty. All these are the different dimensions of the poverty, and we are going to explain one by one. what will be the impact, what will be the impact on the human life, on a social life of any poor person? If you think, the first factor is impact on the health and mortality. Means if any person is a poor or it is a deprived by its basic need. Basically, I explained earlier that poverty is the deprivation of the any person by its basic need, as economic, social and political. Then this can become as the poverty. And so impact on the health and the mortality. If any person is economically deprived or its earning is very less, as you told that typically the person is earning less than the 50%, then this will be the impact on its health and the mortality, because the basic demand and the basic need of the person will unable to pay and unable to complete. So the poor person health can be affected, and this will be impact on the mortality. Mortality means due to the deprivation of the all factors, the health issue will be arises, and due to health issue, the mortality rate can raise. So next is the hunger and the starvation. Hunger means hunger is a very common, and you know that each and every year hunger index is released, and the poor person also suffers from the hunger. And this is the second dimensions of the poverty, hunger. If health is not good, mortality rate are the high. You can go in the African countries where the health issues and the mortality are the very high, and so the poverty are very much higher in the South African country. India also. Hunger. Now education. Today you know that if you want to send your students, your children to the to good schools, then you pay to the huge money in the form of the fee. A poor person cannot have an ability to send their word in the good institution. As for example, if you are living in the Lucknow, then you can think there are so many great schools and big schools, City Madrasa School, Beauty Goenka, LPS, all have not a capacity to send their word in this great institution due to the high demand of the fee. So so the education of poor person can be affected. And today, if we think that the education system of the government schools are going to very worst, and you can survey the primary level schools of the governments, no students, and if there are only the students coming for take their midday meals and few basic needs also. So where are you going? We are not paying attention to the improve the level of educations of the society. Today the educations are confined in the few big persons, the person who are economically very strong, and they have the hold on the big sector on the economy. So if the third factor is the educations of the any poor person are not going very good, so need to improve the education level. So gender and the poverty is a very important factor. So gender and the poverty is a very important here. Previously we told that the gender can the cause of poverty. So gender and the poverty, here the one dimensions of the poverty, and it is very important dimensions, gender and the poverty. Gender biasing in India, and we know that gender inequality are very big, and it's keep the very vast gap between the genders. So gender can the cause of poverty, as you understand, because as a female gender, few are not allowed to go outside for their economic activities. If any lady is failed to retain its the economic activity and its household conditions, its home conditions are very worst, and due to gender discrimination she cannot start their economic activity, then you understand that gender comes to poverty. Gender comes to poverty. So this is the very important dimensions of the poverty. Number 4, gender and poverty. Now the violence, you if you read the newspapers and you watch the news and roam in the society, then you think that you can watch and you can also have a live example, violence against the poor person. Violence against the poor person, all the poor persons are the victim of the violence. All the poor persons are the victim of the violence. How? Because if any person is the poor, then he is the deprived by all the basic needs. So lack of the money, lack of the social security, lack of the physiological demands. So any the person who are the very big and economically strong can make the violence on that and that poor person. So violence create the insecurity in the poor. Next, discrimination. In the modern society, discrimination also occurred on the base of poverty. If any person is very poor, then he cannot allow to access the public place in few areas. They see by the very bad manners. So discriminations also occurred in the one dimension of the poverty. Shelter. Basically, shelter is the most important problem with the poor. As you know that shelters need in the both area. अगर हम shelter की बात करते हैं तो shelter can be given in the rural and urban also, and governments are planning for their providing the shelter to the poor. As you know that प्रधानमंत्री शहरी आवास योजना and प्रधानमंत्री ग्रामीण आवास योजना. So shelters are provided by the state, and this is the basic right and basic need, and this can the shelter and the this is defined in our DPSP. The state can make special schemes for any poor person or any the person who was weak in the society or the section. So shelter is the seventh dimension of the poverty. You need the shelter. Okay. Then utilizations. If any person is the poor or the this is the eighth dimensions of the poverty. Utilizations factors are very low. The resources utilization, as if you think about this factor utilizations, then a poor person fails to utilize education, okay, fails to protect himself, and due to utilizations its health and the other dimensions and parameters will be affected. Now water and sanitation, this is the ninth dimensions of the poverty. Water and sanitation. If you think about the water sanitation, water is basically available in our country to drink. You know that today the water get polluted due to the huge exploitation, industrial wastage, flush into the rivers, etc. So we need the pure and potable water, and according to our constitution we have a right to get the water. pure water for our health. Because if we take the not the pure water, impure water, and it is not the potable, then what will happen? Your health will be damaged, you can fall ill. So any poor person have failed to get the good quality of potable water. As you know that Bisleri, Aquafina, and etc. RO, canned RO. Today, if we make a survey for the potable water drinking capacity and who are and how many persons, how many peoples are have installed at their home RO, reverse osmosis system, then almost you get in each and every colonies 90% persons have RO. So the RO, reverse osmosis RO comes when if you earn money. आपके पास पैसा नहीं है तो आर कहाँ से खरीदेंगे? तो इसलिए जो गरीब व्यक्ति होगा उसको अच्छी क्वालिटी का पानी भी आज की समय में नसीब नहीं होता है। वो ऐसे ही वाटर सप्लाई का पानी पीता है, अपने स्वास्थ्य को और भी प्रभावित करता है। एज यू नो दैट sanitation. What is sanitation? Sanitation is a very important also. Water and sanitation both. If any poor person, then he fails to himself a good sanitation. Toilet access. Toilet access is a very important factor in a cause of the sanitation. So these are the basic problem with the poor and the dimensions of the poverty. Electricity. You know that in a Delhi, that Delhi government says that we will the wave off the electricity to any Delhi dwellers up to 200 units, and say that I am with the poor. So the electricity demand by the poor also play very important role. If a poor person, then he feel the difficulty to the access of the electricity. Okay, so this is also one dimension of the poverty. And personality, finally the 11th dimensions, because it's come on the last. But if all above dimensions about the personality as the impact on social and the mortality, hunger, education, gender and poverty, violence, discrimination, shelter, utilizations, water, sanitation, the electricity, then he feels the low esteem, and due to the feeling of the low esteem, its personality can be not very good. So somebody, and there are basic concept in the society that if you are also understand the person he is poor or not poor by the clothing and their wearing patterns. Some person is taking a turban on the head and wearing the tall cloths and running on the barefoot on the road, then we say, look, it is the poor. So this is the personality to judge any poor. Not basically, we cannot judge every person that if he wearing a torn cloth and we standing on the barefoot, so we can say poor. No, but our common thought of the society, he must be poor. So aspirants, friends, today we are discussing different dimensions of poverty, and there are 8 dimensions of the poverty. Now we come on the next concept of the poverty line. That's a very important factors, and what are doing on for the estimations and drawing of the poverty line, and what are the basic effort before the independence and the post independence. So demand, if we think about the concept of the poverty line in the pre-India, there are 3 committees formed, and after post India also the 3 to 4 committees are formed for the estimation of the poverty lines. And on the basis of the poverty line, we can also categorize the poor of different dimensions. So next topic is the concept of poverty line. Now concept of poverty line. Poverty line concepts are national and international. International concept of poverty and its basics pattern will be explained in our last video, international aspects of the poverty, and today we are discussing only about the national level poverty line concepts. If we think that the World Bank, internationally, World Bank says that if any person have a capacity to earn $1.25 per day in 2008, then he or she will not be poor. This is the in the reference of 2008. If you go, this is the 12 year ago now. So this is the dollar $1.25 पर डे. अगर कोई भी व्यक्ति $1.25 पर डे अर्न करता है तो वर्ल्ड बैंक की गाइडलाइन के अकॉर्डिंग वो इंटरनेशनली पुअर नहीं होगा. और वर्ल्ड बैंक ने वर्ल्ड बैंक modified its poverty line concept on the basis of income, that if any person have a capacity to earn $1.90 in the base year 2015, then the person will not be poor. So time to time World Bank categorize their guidelines on the basis of incomes. You can also categorize the poverty line. So today we are going to discuss in detail our Indian perspective in the reference of India national. So Kansta poverty line basically based on the demand of calorie. The poverty is based on the demand of calorie. And this calories demand 2500 calories for the rural and 2100 calories for the urban area. If any persons have the threshold of 2400 calories and 2100 calories, then 2100 calorie for urban and 2400 for the rural area, then the person will not call poor. समझ सकते हैं आप कि अगर कोई भी व्यक्ति को 2400 कैलोरी मिलता है, 2100 मिलता है, शहरों के लिए 2100, क्योंकि शहर के लोग कम काम करते हैं, फिजिकल लेबर कम करते हैं, और गांव के लोग जो ग्रामीण के लोग होते हैं, कंट्री यार्ड के होते हैं, कंट्री साइड के होते हैं, वो ज़्यादा फावड़ा चलाते हैं, ज़्यादा शारीरिक श्रम करते हैं, जिससे उनको और ज़्यादा एनर्जी की डिमांड होती है. इसलिए जो है नेशनल लेवल पर कहा गया कि अगर आप 2400 कैलोरी लेते हैं तो आप जो है गरीब नहीं होंगे, यू आर नॉट पुअर. दिस इज द पॉवर्टी लाइन कॉन्सेप्ट. एंड फॉर द अर्बन यू आर गेटिंग 2100, नॉट मोर. थ्रेशहोल्ड, दिस इज अ थ्रेशहोल्ड, means if you are retained to these parameters, then you are the poor, because as an adult a person needs these calories for sustain their life. Scientifically proven, scientifically demand, according to scientific data, this is the required energy to sustain the life any adult. So this is the according to science and calories. And now the second is the based on income. भाई अगर आपके पास इनकम नहीं होगी तो कैलोरी कहाँ से आएगी? सीधी सी बात है कि आपके पास इनकम होनी चाहिए तभी तो कैलोरी मिलेगी. तो ऐसा तो है नहीं कैलोरी हवा से आ जाएगी. आज आँख बंद किए और मेडिटेशन क्या कैलोरी आ गई, ऐसा तो होगा नहीं. तो देयरफॉर गवर्नमेंट सेज दैट कि इफ यू आर earning rupees 328 rupees per month in rural area and 454 in urban area, then you are not poor. This is the data from 1999 to 2000. ये इस रेफरेंस ईयर में है. तो अगर हम आज की बात करें तो दिस इज द 20 year old. So 32800 rupees, a person is earning rupees 328 in the rural area then he will not call poor. And 425, 455, 54 in urban area, he will not say to poor. So on the concept of poverty line, we are categorize the poor and how they become poor. So, as I earlier explained you that the cause of poverty are the two factors only cause of poverty. First is the ideological factor, and second is the economic factor. According the two dimensions of cause of poverty. One economic is the very important, ideological is the secondary. So next, poverty line. Poverty line. This is the threshold categorization. Just giving the example of number line. This is 0, negative, integers and positive integers. Same, poor, very poor and absolute poor. So the category of poor according to poverty line: poor, very poor, absolute poor and not so poor. The person who are just before the poverty line threshold, not so poor, but few times this can switch to the poor. Middle class, so not so poor, after comes middle class, upper middle class, the rich, the very rich, millionaires and the billionaires. So these are the categories of the persons according to poverty line. So if we consider the economic measurement of person, poor, not so poor. Poor means he is just the line of the poverty but can survive and its basic needs are completing. Very poor, its basic needs he feels very difficulty to complete its basic need. And absolute poor means the persons which all 8 parameters where I described there, all the needs are incomplete or retain their basic demands. The absolute poor means the person which basic demands are not completing also. The absolute poor. Not so poor, he can survive as it is. Middle class, not a poor but can sustain everything, but not in a very high manner. Upper middle class, this is the greater. Upper middle class have more income than the middle class. The rich person means he can complete or retain its all kind of basic needs according to the Maslow triangle. And the rich, the very rich, all demands are completing. He is not failing to retain its all social demands, physiological demands, self-esteem, etc. by the Maslow triangles. And you know that millionaires and billionaires. So we are going to try explain these concepts by the graphs. Poverty line by graph. This is the always poor. This is the poverty line, and the person who is living below the poverty line is always poor. This graph represents he can never be the non poor, and this is the poverty line, and this is the usually poor. Usually poor. Sometimes the person can cross the poverty line then down, so he usually poor. And this is the churning poor. The person sometimes cross the poverty line, become the not so poor, and sometimes fall the poverty line and becomes a poor. So this category of person is called the churning poor. Means the person who sometimes become not so poor, sometimes become poor is called the churning poor. And the person who is always poor but few conditions he crossed the poverty line is called the, ठीक है, usually poor, and the person who is never crossed the poverty line is always poor, and occasionally poor, OP. This is the poverty line, and the person who is rich but few conditions, few certain conditions he below the falls the, okay. And then never poor, this is the poverty line. The person who never falls below the poverty line is called a never poor. So friends, today we are discussing about the poverty line. In the next video we will discuss the effort of the India to eradicate the poverty and about the committees of the poverty. Okay, committee of the poverty, pre-independent India and post-independent India. Both committees will be discussed in our next video, poverty, and this will be released on